next couple games are not guaranteed.
I'm just saying there's a worrying trend for Dignitas, in the old words of Joshua Leisman. Joshua Jat Leisman, I guess would be the official title there. But regardless, they win a lot of game ones, then they struggle. So now my eyes will be on the rest of the roster. Can they play clean back-to-back games? Because that was a good game one, but let's do it twice now.
Summer's over. The last one game of every series.
Yeah.
Fuck summer. Let's see about the rest of the series. That was quite a convincing game, but again, on the other side too, Shopify also a team with very high variance. So let's see what they can correct here in this one. Again, we mentioned Fudge has been very good on the Gnar, and now that Jace is out due to Fearless, maybe he does find a Gnar angle. That champion is very specific. That champion is good in a lot of scenarios, and definitely takes a decent amount of time to be able to master. So we'll see if they can find it here. And they're going to start out, though, with the very early Varus that can technically be, flexed onto the top side here or still be in the hands of FBI. I know FBI really does enjoy playing this champion. He's quite good at it. So, assuming bottom until the necessity for a flex up the top side really emerges.
I don't know if we've seen really Denathor pull out the fun range top lane picks. He's played the Jason Gnar himself, but other than that, it's oftentimes tank duty. It's a lot of Ornn, a lot of Shen, maybe like Aatrox or Ambessa if he's going for more of a bruiser. But it would be interesting if they've been working on flex's top lane. You always got to keep that in mind when early Varuses are locked in. The answer, regardless, will be Jhin and Wukong for Shopify Rebellion.
Are we going to get yet another Annie game from Zinie then? After this Ahri game where he did get 3 early kills, but Shopify as a whole were a fairly fragile team composition and it didn't give a lot of room for errors, and they're unable to hit some of the critical moments, some of the critical openings for assassination. Is he just going to be on Wukong Annie duty as far as playing into it? Wherever it goes, Varus has no mobility. So it doesn't matter if it's top lane Varus or a bot lane Varus. The top lane one would be more tanky. But Wukong Annie is guaranteed engage on anywhere.
Tough thing about Annie, though, is you're also low mobility. And the moment I see something like a Trundle locked in, I'm like, ooh, that pillar, kind of tough for an Annie to get past. You really have flash and not much else. More engage, the name of the game for Dignitas. Varus has Chain of Corruption. Trundle's got the pillar. Now Alistar on top of it. Ignar's Alistar notorious. He loves his engage picks and oftentimes looks best on them.
Yeah, definitely. He's had even this year, he's had a legacy Ignar Alistar game, very successful one at that. But if Alistar is there, Kangas, guess who else can use Alistar's ultimate?
Ooh,
Sylas that boy right there.
All right, this is Shopify Dignitas not doing all their homework here, because the moment that an Alistar is on the screen, Sylas stocks shoot through the roof, Kobe. I'm buying. If I'm investing in the Sylas stocks right now, you have that insane ultimate to steal. Even like Chains of Corruption isn't a bad one. The AP scaling on that one too, if you want more engage options. But typically that Alistar is the one that you're looking at as like, man, this Sylas is gonna be hard to kill.
Yeah, plus they can ban to protect the mid matchup here too. Take away the Rise, very annoying lane, a lot of damage there, and then the Rise can get some roaming opportunities as well. So trying to help out Zinie here, just a good angle for him. You have an Alistar ult to steal, and you get 2 more bans for yourselves. They actually spin it on the top side here with the Olaf being so popular. I guess Fudge does not really want to play the Kled or the Jax into it here for Shopify side, or at least they want to feel that pressure.
Respect Vayne ban, at least. Also, want to shout it out. Producer Manny got in my ear and said, "What do you feel about the Jhin stocks?" I feel like Jin's like the safe, like close to baseline stock that's like your backup in case your crazy investment goes wrong.
Yeah. So Jhin, when I have a lot of damaging champions on my team, I think is fine. And the Jhin stocks are incredibly high in LCK right now. And so oftentimes our stock market mirrors that of the LCK. A lot of regions actually stock markets and champion picks really do follow that of the LCK. So we'll see as it continues to trail. And the Shen still a very good support, even with the support changes that have come into the game. Can make so many plays and can also be the flex for topside. Topside Shen not used as frequently but still definitely has some really good moments where you can go into it.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be, if it does go for Zeyzal, to be as much of that roaming support with the changes to the XP catch-up. You really have this kind of negative XP up to level 5 now instead of level 3. That really changes how much you're able to roam early if you want to get to that level 6 in a timely manner. Let's see what the answer is for Dignitas now. Is it's Gnar, presumably blind picked. I mean, again, Shen could go top lane, so they're going for the Gnar as a safer pick with Taliyah in the mid lane for Palafox.
Okay. Let's see the reveal here then. I mean, they do have, I mean, if Denathor can have a good game, which I've been definitely impressed with Denathor, especially coming in as a tier 2 player. If he can have a strong game, then you've got, Gnar, very strong side laner with Taliyah as well. So maybe the Shen ultimate won't be as big of a problem. But, if it goes the other way, and Fudge has been performing quite well, if you get Shen ultimate up to the Ambessa, and Ambessa becomes a side lane problem, plus you've got Wukong and Sylas here with lots and lots of dives. So honestly, I like the Shopify side. Taliyah rocks are quite nice versus Wukong, versus Sylas, versus Shen, all these dash champions.
True,
versus
yeah.
Ambessa.
That's a lot of
So
dashes.
we'll see about the positioning from Palafox. He might be one of the big difference makers with Taliyah E as well as the Alistar having making it really hard for some of these melee champions on Shopify to play. We'll see if that is going to be enough to hinder all of this dive with the Ambessa, Sylas, Wukong, and Shen.
Palafox had the vote of confidence from the audience, Kobe, by a whole 1% when we asked them during game 1, which mid laner would you rather have on your team, Zinie or Palafox? He got the dub in game 1. He's got the big stretch right now. Zinie had the kills, but he was not able to turn it into teamfight wins in the late game. So already Palafox has the tools to control the team fights yet again. Unraveled Earth, an incredible tool to deal with all the dash, all the mobility that's on Shopify Rebellion's comp so far. 0-1. Shopify Rebellion versus Dignitas as we get into game number 2 of our ultimate Grudge Match Bowl. Part 3.
Well, if you're bringing it up again, I might as well vote again.
Ooh.
Chats. Have you changed your minds? Not a redo, because the first votes count. You know? I just want to see if anyone has changed their mind. As Raz would call it, flip-flopping.
Do you still have your Raz flip-flops?
No,
you don't?
I did not accept them, actually.
Oh, I wear those quite often.
Oh, you get a good use out of them?
I'm glad. Yeah, it's fun.
So you're stepping on Raz's face a lot.
Well, I don't like to think of it that way.
No?
I like to think I bring Raz wherever I go, when I'm wearing them at least. Usually the pool. Would you rather, though, have Palafox or Zinie as your mid laner? We're asking the question again, Kobe. Do you think that, has your answer changed from game number 1? Because you never even gave your answer.
Yeah, my answer has not changed, and I'm not revealing it either. Ooh, the dodge forward for FBI does not get taunted.
Zeyzal not quite able to connect on that one. We'll see as the second vote comes in, if the vote will have skewed at any point there. Because again, it is a funny thing that happened game 1. Zinie got all the kills, but Palafox got the win. How much do you value winning
Shopify's not laughing, Kangas.
over a solid performance? Oh, now it's really in Palafox's favor. Okay. I think some people changed their mind.
Winning usually does do that. We'll keep track of it here, though.
Or the Shopify fans all left after game number 1. maybe that's what happened.
No, they're just going to jump ship after game 1, Kangas?
It's sad.
That's you. That's your people.
Hey, I don't claim them, okay? The true fans stick through it.
So you already jumped the ship, even before the first game.
Hey, I still had them highest on my power rankings for this split. I'll have you know.
You're going to claim how can you claim all sides then? You're still in the boat or not on the boat?
I'm in the boat.
Okay.
I'm in the boat. Bvoy right now getting rocked in the boat here as Ignar jumps onto him, but the damage is traded right on back. That's flash out of Ignar early. Dignitas' bot lane struggling.
And a large part of the Grudge match, when we're constantly bringing it up, is a lot focused on jungle and mid because of the close relationship, as we're going to see FBI under tower here, under trouble.
Probably just a dive attempt. No, FBI wise to it, backs all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, they know Alistar is coming from base. They don't have the exact pinpoint on the location, but they don't want to overextend there with all the resources still being available with flash on FBI as well. So is definitely has the ability to escape.
But I love when supports do this. Zeyzal just goes straight into mid lane to try and help out Zinie. He actually shows himself. I was wondering if he was going to look for any kind of gank. But, you don't need to go for a reset at this point as a support. You're probably not going to buy anything. Maybe a refillable potion, but you still have one of your starting potions. So I love just highlighting that when supports just try and optimize their time. Little back window for Bvoy. Zeyzal shows mid, comes right back bot. And we'll catch the XP with this wave alongside Bvoy.
Yeah, the classic Summoner's Rift tour. See
Through
the sights and sounds and smells, of the enemy jungle.
What do you think a Summoner's Rift smells like, Kobe?
Well, the jungle...
it's got a musk to it, I bet.
Yeah, I
a lot of moss in there.
What's the humidity like in the blue buff jungle?
Well, have you ever gone? You're from California. Have you ever gone on a hike in like a woodsy place? Like in Minnesota, we go on hikes a lot.
Yeah, many times.
Woods. I feel like it's got to be a
it's fresh. Kind of like it.
Yeah.
Here we go though.
Nice little deadly flourish follow up on FBI, but Ignar, solid answer. Just headbutts Bvoy away and keeps his AD carry safe.
And both of those junglers that we were talking about are heading down towards the bottom side. So we'll see on the reverse clears for them if they do make their visits, towards mid. You can always try and gank and get one of these flashes down early. But the jungles definitely were a big part of the first game. Dardoch got player of the game and had quite a strong performance. And we'll see about this particular one because on the Trundle, you have a lot of dueling power. So oftentimes, players, especially in these pro matches, will get very aggressive with the Trundles and look for, some invades and trying to make some plays off of their lanes that do have a significant amount of CC and things that they can set up with their pillar slow and then look to affect some of these extra lanes. But Dardoch, even though he gets scouted, it's fine. Finish up his next clear on the top side.
Yep, just goes back up towards those Krugs. He's actually so fast on clear, he has to wait for them to spawn. Now they have, so he'll start picking those up. There's one window where on the minimap I noticed him up in that top lane tri-brush, but there's really no angle to actually go on the Fudge there.
I also do want to note that the Shen is indeed roaming very heavily still, despite the reduction in experience and the increased threshold up to level 5. A lot of the times, though, you'll notice, Kangas, he's trying to time his return with the minion wave crashing. So he is avoiding a lot of the scenarios, or at least some of them, where there's a decent amount of them dying.
Tough to do perfectly, but he's getting back in the lane and helping out regardless. So that's a chunk on the Ignar. That's half health on the Alistar now. So I think Zeyzal overall is still playing this very well, showing you that you can roam and still play with the new changes to the support role quest.
Yeah, you just got to return, time it well with where minion waves are.
Well, now Dignitas are timing it on to Zeyzal and Bvoy. They have Dardoch there, and first blood to FBI. Dignitas had a trap set. Shopify walked right into it.
After Shopify were feeling very confident because they had just gotten that previous taunt into fourth shot combination and chunked out Ignar down to 50% HP. So they felt confident to move up and try and get some vision, but Dardoch was there first, and is he going to get the crab?
Oh, Contractz smites it away. Hit level 6 Cyclone. The engage from Shopify. It's their turn to party. Ignar will go down. Same with Dardoch, and the Rebels get 2.
Kangas, the crab will turn around even the best of plays. Contractz gets in there.
Smelled too good.
With that smite trigger finger, he's able to hit the smite, get the level 6, and you hit that smite, Kangas, you're just filled with adrenaline, gonna go in, use his ultimate, gets the extra kills here, and critically, one of those kills went to his mid laner, went to Zinie on the Sylas, who chat has turned against and started shouting.
Yep. Right when you doubt him the most, as our Pagoda moment. Let's look at this again. Level 5 from Contractz, and it's like a Sensu beam.
Let's look at it.
Gobble it up.
He had the upgraded smite. It's not fair, Kangas. Yeah, it was still 711 HP on that smite, and Contractz was fully upgraded, so he easily is able to take it.
Nice.
Nice job. Really well played.
Yeah, really huge.
Let's go.
This is you.
All right. Some words of encouragement from the team as well. And that signs the life of Shopify Rebellion because Dardoch had kind of ran away with game number 1. The start of game number 2 here was the gank bot lane, which gets first blood to FBI, but now Contractz showing he's not going to back down without a fight. 2 camps up over Dardoch, plus a kill to his name.
Yeah, the tech for the smite upgrade is so critical, and everybody has kind of jumped on that train. Really nice move. Let's see, though. now that Zinie does have an early kill with the Dark Seal stacks, having it purchased in time.
Yeah.
See if this Sylas that is going to have a game that should be perfect. You've got an Alistar ult to steal. I mean, again, as we mentioned, the Taliyah rocks are pretty annoying sometimes, but they should be able to flank from lots of angles, the Shopify team.
Yeah.
They have so many flankers that they should be able to put that pressure on multiple angles here on the Dignitas team comp and see if they can push us to a third game in the grudge match.
And you know what helps with a stun from the Unraveled Earth is a self-cleanse from the Alistar ultimate. You get all those resistances as well as removing the CC. That's going to be 3 grubs, though, to Contractz and the Rebels. He goes up there and takes them away. No contest from Dignitas, who have a tiny little gold lead for themselves, but the game is still pretty much dead even. So now I'm going to say Shopify, with that first neutral objective take there, have a little lead. Dragon's still up. Nobody's looked at that one yet. We haven't actually started it up. No one's currently on it. Dardoch's just on this bottom scuttle crab, as he has a window here, but he will walk away and not start up the Dragon.
Yeah, him and a level 6 Alistar roam time is definitely not something you want to fight really here for Shopify. Ignar has to be a little careful, though. When you're doing these roams, you don't want to give the free Alistar ultimate over to Zinie.
Denathor goes for the Gnar ultimate. Fudge with the public execution will get away from the turret range. Denathor wasn't quite close enough to his own turret to get the extra damage.
But you saw Ignar kind of avoiding that range, staying away from Zinie, so he's not going to give it over super early on. And we'll see here as everything does calm right back down. Teleports back out to the top side. And so it's going to put the extra pressure towards the setup on the other side.
Still would have liked to see Dignitas go for a Dragon. With how much Zeyzal had been roaming, he was still only level 5. Would not have had the Stand United to give an extra shield buff to his team. Ignar was level 6 because he just stuck in lane the entire time. Instead, it's going to be a reset here from Dignitas for their bot lane. FBI goes back in and picks up the Youmu's. First item completed for him. And we'll head right back to that bottom side. Dardoch is just happy to power farm in the jungle still.
Can't get the interrupt on the recall there, so Zinie as well gets back to base. He's got some burst damage, got his Merc Treads as well, too. So he's got alternators, got his Merc Treads. I mean, the Sylas in a Dragon fight definitely is going to be something to watch out for, as well as Contractz getting Trinity Force Power Spike here on Wukong.
Yeah, that's a big one for the Wukong jungle. Suddenly you're able to actually threaten a lot of damage now onto enemy squishies.
And he's looking for Dardoch right now. I wonder if Contractz can find him. You see him on the top there if he even checks Krugs. But Dardoch is finishing them all up, so his timing is good.
Contractz waiting around. Will now walk up towards the Krugs and will spot the reset. Oh, it's actually canceled by Dardoch. He decides to walk into the brush instead. Contractz with the sweeper, walks back up and is just kind of being annoying onto Dardoch right now, who does not want that smoke currently, has not spent his gold yet.
So they have the Sylas roam, but Taliyah can ultimate as well here from Palafox. So let's see if they go.
Zinie's up here. The dive is coming in from Shopify Rebellion. Their chain C seen. Denathor under turret, and he's just dead. The Weaver's Wall will come in, but Palafox not able to get close enough. Teleport from FBI as well. Dignitas do not defend the play.
Beautiful delete. And I think the comms probably were about defending the play because you had Taliyah ult over and teleport was channeled very quickly, but it doesn't matter. Not quick enough. That Gnar got splatted against the wall, Kangas, instantly.
Had the flash available, but did not have the window to do it fast enough. And then, the answer from Dignitas was just too slow. Zeyzal even comes in with the Stand United to keep his team topped off. Successful dive means that now some tempo play for Shopify Rebellion on the Rift. Dignitas have gone for a whole reset here. They're sending Palafox topside, their bot lane mid, and now Denathor into that bottom lane.
Yeah, we're going to rotate over, keep Zinie in a side lane. A long lane there for Sylas up to the top side of the map would be quite nice. He has his teleport ready, and so they easily can try and contest on Dragon. Honestly, too, Dignitas going to have a hard time kind of retake vision. They put so much effort previously. For the last 5 minutes, they've had Ignar constantly roaming behind that Dragon, constantly refreshing their vision. But because of the quickness of the previous play there from Shopify, now swapping everything back, it's a lot more priority for Shopify, and they're able to get some vision setup of their own around the approach.
They're not going to start with the Dragon immediately. That's an engage from Ignar instead onto Contractz. Chain of Corruption will land only onto Zeyzal. And now the engage comes in for Fudge. The public execution onto the carry. FBI's just down. Bvoy with the kill. Curtain call onto Dardoch. Dies under the turret to Zinie. Shopify find 2 quick kills in the jungle.
Shopify, they're the ones with a grudge to settle this time around, Kangas. Game number 2, they're blasting Dignitas. They do give some area on the top side of the map. The Taliyah left up there is going to be able to get, I think he got 1 turret plate from the beginning of it, since they had already knocked off a couple there and was able to push in, but it's definitely big for Shopify to get the kills, get the dragon for themselves as well. I mean, really nice snipe there from Fudge.
Yeah.
Roams up the river. Boom. That Varus is toast.
Public execution directly onto the Varus. Flash available. Still just not able to do it fast enough. The trigger pull of Shopify Rebellion is too quick for the reaction time of Dignitas so far in this game number 2. And that means an early lead here for Shopify Rebellion. They have the Dragon, 1,000 gold, plus the 3 grubs. Things are landing heads for Shopify.
Yeah, you can tell that FBI's camera was directly over the Jhin. So let's walk through this from FBI's view, and you can talk about why he does not flash this, because he's clearly looking at the skirmish. So he goes for the Chains of Corruption, and then he pushes his E right on the Shen, as even though the Ambessa is on the Scuttle Crab vision there, he's clearly, his mouse is over the Shen. He just casted his E, and so he does get sniped. Nice job there by Fudge approaching, and now he gets snared, and now he gets murdered!
Doesn't have a chance to flash there either, Kobe. He's down in the mid lane yet again.
Got hit by the deadly flourish, and it was deadly indeed. It is a bigger lead now for Shopify. FBI is wishing he was going to be able to dodge some of these things.
I mean, if you flash a Deadly Flourish, then maybe you get away, but Contractz had such a good approach there with the Cyclone regardless. That's just tough for Dignitas. Ooh, as Shopify come into life here in game number 2. A reminder, they'll be on the road with C9 Lion and Team Liquid for our little road show there. The remaining teams playing their match next week. Bvoy right now, alone in the jungle. That's a shutdown for Dignitas.
This is classic League of Legends phenomenon, Kangas, we call the AD carry humiliation ritual.
Getting picked in the mid lane.
As, both AD carries getting
you
a little
do it,
taste
then
of
I
it.
do it. That looked like fun.
Yeah, Bvoy, he's got flash too.
You know, you got to point it out. If we're going to point out for one, we got to point it out for the other. You know, that's unbiased broadcast.
These AD carry players, they're all like, don't put mages down here.
Complaining about the meta, complaining about flashes, saving it for the next game. Dignitas with that pick will go straight to the Herald and pick that one up. So neutral objective for them now. As Zinie actually jumps onto Denathor here, steals an R ultimate, does not get the ult into the wall. Denathor has the flash available as Shopify trying to get away now. Dignitas can't find a hard engage, so no kills either way. It's just the objective for Dig.
Just the objective for Dignitas. Goes into the hands of Dardoch. Meanwhile, though, whenever you're going for that, the lane push in on bottom side, plus a little turret plate action there for Fudge, honestly, they don't feel too bad about it. Hey, maybe Bvoy and FBI can have a deal there in mid lane now.
Yeah.
Nobody else approach, please. Just let us little AD carries flash on each other.
A gentleman. That's what they were saving them for.
Yeah.
It's actually for the 1v1 try and outplay here. Yeah. It's going to be Bvoy flashing forward to try and get that 4th auto into the Chain of Corruption. We're trying to visualize it in my head right now. I can see the angles. I can see the plays. Ignar, get out of there. You're not supposed to be in the bot or the mid lane here. Zeyzal takes a blast going over. Will spot. Dardoch over the reset, drops a ward down. There's nobody from Dignitas in this top lane right now. They're instead looking bot. It's going to be a race for the turret. Shopify have multiple members hitting that top one. Dignitas with 2 members hitting this bottom one. 1 plate remains for Dig. Can't see the top one here, so who gets it first? Looks like Shopify Rebellion. We'll get that first turret.
Love me a good old-fashioned tower race.
Yeah!
Check out our split push cameras.
Dignitas kind of gave up on it, though, I will say. They only left like 1 person hitting it at the very end.
You gotta give it your all the entire time.
I know. They were reluctantly crouched at the starting line, never took off. Well, I guess they did get there at the very end.
But
Still
look at that, Zinie's not giving up on the top side. He went all the way to the secondary tower up there. He finished the race and he was like, I'm going to do another race.
Yeah. He's racing and pacing, plotting the course. All right, Dragon 30 seconds here. That's the next focus as Zeyzal is able to block away the chomp from Dardoch, but the pillar comes up. It's going to be Shatter Dash from Zeyzal to get away. Not getting picked in the jungle is step number 1 for support on their warding path. As now it's Zinie actually jumping straight into the mid lane, steals away the Chain of Corruption. The rest of Dignitas are fighting in the river here. Zinie throws it out, will land it onto the jungler. Dardoch the focus here. That's exhaust onto Contractz, who has to cyclone away. Denathor, meanwhile, joins in on the flank. Shut down onto Contractz from Palafox. Welcome back, says Palafox to his old jungler. Already dead out of the gray screen here. Dignitas with 1 kill can look at the dragon.
Nicely done here. Dignitas, they defend the mid lane this time. FBI, he scrambled out of that mid lane as Zinie was running at him and stole his ultimate. But then as FBI
didn't even need a flash.
Yeah, FBI scrambled back to his tower with just his Ghost Blade active. And then Zinie, fires off the engage. They think, oh, the fight's probably going to be good for us now if I can hit the Chains of Corruption, and Contractz committed to it. But that was onto a tanky Trundle.
Yeah.
And so nice little turn there.
Public execution goes wide from Fudge. Zinie will commit onto Denathor still, who's still mini and will go down. Ignar cannot save his top laner. Successful gank top for Shopify.
Nice counter here. Shopify not going to take that previous team fight loss lying down. They make a cross map play. So here's what we're talking about. You're running FBI off the top on the top side, uses the Ghost Blade, and then they think, okay, we're going to get a good fight here. But look at the teleport by Raptors as well. Contractz fully commits in there. He gets exhausted though, and they kill him, while Denathor goes straight for Bvoy. The Gnar with the massive health pool is able to create so much space for the rest of the team that, yeah, they just delete that Wukong as soon as he committed in. And then they're able to follow up with the dragon for themselves to also even up the dragon count.
Denathor has had a fantastic 2 games now. I know he's only 0-2-0, but those types of plays are what give us some excitement for these rookies coming into the league. Like, he was able to come back from a deficit against Fudge in game number 1, and already coming back here in game number 2. That was a fantastic teleport flank.
I've particularly enjoyed when we hear from Denathor as well, during pros and in the interviews afterwards, when he is very, very dedicated and committed to improvement. As a tier 2 player, paying his own way to go to Korea to, play in Korean solo queue, improve his own gameplay, always focusing on how he can play better on all of his teams, and constantly looking to be the next big thing in the LCS. And Dignitas have definitely been rewarded for bringing in both Denathor and Dardoch.
Yeah.
And
they just needed some Ds on the team.
There you go.
Yeah, but which D is bigger? Which is the bigger D, Denathor or Dardoch?
The analyst test was referring to them as the double Ds, but Dardoch has 2 Ds in his own name, and as we heard earlier, DD God, is one of his monikers in solo queue. So does he count for 2 Ds himself? Is it in fact triple Ds?
And
with Dardoch being 2 of them.
Let's raise the stakes more, Kobe. Will anybody else on Dignitas name change to add another D? I'm thinking Ignar. That's got a good ring to it,
Palafox.
DBI. That one doesn't
does that stand for something weird or bad? I don't know.
I don't know. It's always scary when you just throw those ones out there. I don't know what I just said.
Acronyms.
When you learn a word from a different language, you're like, I don't know what I just said. Hopefully it was broadcast appropriate. Speaking of broadcasts, though, remind to get your tickets now. We're going to be at the Gas South Arena. Are you gassed up, Kobe, for the Gas South Arena?
But I guarantee you I will be.
That's good. That's good. You're conserving the energy right now.
You can't just go around always gassed up.
But don't conserve your wallets. Get your tickets right now. Scan that QR code. Come say hi. We're getting gassed up at the Gas South Arena. Zeyzal and Zinie right now invading onto Dardoch. He takes away the Raptors. FBI trying to get in towards his jungler, but Zinie's just committing. Subjugate taken is now Chain of Corruption onto Shopify's mid laner, but he fancies himself an outplay. Bvoy with the kills in. He's still alive into the stasis, but Palafox with Weaver's Wall will be enough. Dignitas have to commit everybody to take him out. Zinie Wow, that was a crazy play. Throwing his life away for the kill onto Dardoch.
Yeah, I mean, the Trundle ult is a decent ult to steal too.
Yeah.
And he was just like, you know what, I'm stealing this. He gets headbutt back in, fine, I'm fighting to the death then.
Let's go.
You know, I'm going to fight to the death with you. And Ignar there with the commitment. They do go for a 1-for-1, and it is a shutdown kill, though, is the only thing. Zinie's kill. Not like a huge one or anything, but a little bit there of extra to FBI.
Yeah, that is more gold for the side of Dignitas. Happy you point that out. Still gold lead overall for Shopify Rebellion. Only 1,000 though. Not even close to insurmountable for Dignitas, who've done a good job of stabilizing the game that seemed like it was getting a little away from them. 30 seconds until this next dragon though. Denathor will get this top turret before the objective spawns. This is when we see teams again start to go for their resets, spend the gold that they just picked up, get the wards down. Zeyzal doing that right now.
Yeah, getting some really deep vision here through the blue quadrant of the jungle leading up. I mean, Hextech Dragons, so nice. Hextech Soul, so nice when you have a Varus in the game, a Jhin in the game. These long-range applications.
That's like Lethality Varus' ideal Dragon Soul. That or maybe Infernal. Just be able to get that extra oomph on all of your Qs you throw out. 3 items completed.
Is it an oomph or a crackle with the lightning?
That's, that's a good point.
Because it makes a distinct noise. I don't think I can replicate it. But
You
everyone
wanna give it a
knows
try?
that proc of the Hextech Soul.
Well, we won't be hearing it for a while, as Soul's still far away for both of these teams. But Dignitas in the river. Shopify have a big flank here from Zinie and Zeyzal, but it's spotted on a ward. That's going to be pulled back onto Zinie. The Sylas in some trouble here, trying to steal away one of the ultimates, but Chains of Corruption will now lock up Zeyzal. Zinie's out of there. Shopify, mid laner, chunked down to below half and does not have the Zhonya's Hourglass anymore.
Yeah, Zhonya's and Flash here. Valuable pick from Dignitas, but they don't kill him, so there's still a fighting chance.
Shopify can reapproach. Zinie has the flank, and he has the Alistar ultimate this time around. A big one to survive the fight. You don't need the Zhonyas, you just need the flank onto FBI, who now spots Zinie. Fudge also has a flank angle. That is dragon secured for Dignitas. Dardoch picks it up. Ignar could be sacrificed for it as he's running away from the rest of the team. Shopify do not get the dragon, they'll just get the kill.
They'll just get the cow.
They'll get the beef.
He was corralled into the back of the dragon pit here at the end, but that's a price Dignitas are willing to pay.
Yeah.
Ignar there, he went to zone the rest of them out, so he knew there's a possibility that this mission is a one-way mission, and they're willing to accept that possibility. It was indeed
Salute the cow. Thank you for your service, Ignar.
Yeah.
You earned us that second Drake.
But it was all because of that pick that, you know, Ignar as well was able to start. You know, he's the one with the Hex Flash out of the brush to get the initiation onto the Sylas. They got Zinie's Zhonyas into Flash and dash away. So even though Zinie was able to escape, lost a lot of extra utility for the team fight. And then his flank around the backside of the team fight, Kangas, was not nearly as threatening, even though he had stolen the Alistar ultimate, didn't have the flash to really get in there.
Yeah, now he has the Rocket Belt cooldown, so he could look for that type of engage here. Won't have the flash for quite a while still. Definitely expect Zinie to pull off more in that moment as the big scary Sylas with the Alistar ultimate. We highlighted how impactful that can be in team fights. But if you're the one picked off at the beginning of the team fight, even if you don't die, fight's gonna look a lot different. So eyes on Zinie to, you know, clean up the form a little bit here for the team to do due diligence and clear out those wards. That was a great ward to spot the TP flank from Zinie to begin with. Dardoch now on invade here, looking at the Raptors yet again. I want to say this is the second, if not third, Raptor he's taken away. He doesn't want Contractz to eat his nuggies.
I mean, that is the camp most frequently stolen.
It is?
It is by far the camp most frequently stolen.
Well, I mean, even
jungler.
mid laners go in there and take them. It's
True.
ridiculous. They're too squishy. It's too, you know.
Too delicious. I mean, they're just too easy to order. Dardoch here, though, is across enemy vision and trying to poke his little head around, but his old team is on resets right now, and both side lanes are getting pushed in. So this is not a great timer for Dignitas, since both side lanes are...
Oh, Ignar goes in for the headbutt pulverize onto Zinie, then immediately backs away as he takes half of his health as the trade. Chain of Corruption will land, instant cleanse. Zinie's out of there. I believe that was Zeyzal's. Mikhail's coming in as that is now re-engaged from Ignar, plus the seismic shove, but Zinie jumps straight in onto FBI. Fudge with the public execution. Shopify Rebellion find their man, And that's AD carry down on Dignitas.
Nice move here from Shopify. Because they had those side lanes pushed in, it was being answered by the Taliyah on the side. So Palafox was not there, even though you start chaining teleport. We've seen time and time again, the teleport channel time are pretty long.
Teleport in now from Ignar to rejoin with the rest of the team. Another headbutt pulverized, but Zinie takes away the Alistar ultimate. They just dive the turret. What turret? It's already gone. Now Contractz gets away from Denathor's engage. That would be flash out of Wukong, but another kill to Shopify plus the mid turret. They got a 3,000 gold lead now at 28 minutes.
They just have so many avenues to dive, you know, and the Varus first picked Kangas, and so it lines up for all these champions. Okay, so let's take another look at this again. So even with the spell shield down here for FBI, Zinie gets it off into the deadly flourish. You don't get to move.
No.
Instantly deleted with all of the dive that they do have, and then as Denathor arrives, he's like, well, the party's already over.
Yep. Go home, I guess. Yeah. Called it off. Had to resend out invites for next week. You know, we'll do it again later.
Yeah, FBI's like,
Reschedule.
I'm not coming to this one. No, you guys start the party. Maybe I'll come late after everyone's used a lot of their abilities.
Yeah. Show up after the party. Play some board games. Yeah, you're the after party guy. Exactly. Yeah, vibes weren't right there.
These AD carries, though, yeah, it is tough when there's so many tools that the enemy team does have to dive upon them, even with a spell shield, but annihilated there and nicely done from Shopify. They're continuing to push this pace, grow their gold lead, and they should be able to get the next Hex Tech, but
Zinie all alone on the side here. Rocket Belt does get him away, flashes the seismic shove, and a flash commit from Denathor, not able to land the Gnar ultimate. Zinie gets to safety, but now he goes back in with the stolen Gnar ult. He's got Bvoy behind him, and Zinie fancies the fight. Shopify Rebellion get onto the back line. Fudge with the public execution on the FBI. He flashes this time, but he still goes down. Zinie with another one. And a double kill to Bvoy. Shopify Rebellion find a triple for the AD carry right at the entrance to Baron.
That is Zinie's best clip since he has joined the LCS, man. Holy! What an escape, and he turns with the stolen Gnar ultimate. Zinie has arrived.
Who needs to escape when you can just turn the fight? Zinie says the only way out is back in. He liked those odds.
Okay, be honest. Who of you in chat voted for Zinie? Everybody switched sides.
Who held the line? Let's look at it again.
Everybody switched sides in game number 2, but look at this. Okay, he flashes the seismic shove, dodges away. The Gnar ult barely not long range there. FBI also kind of misses his ultimate, so, you know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, but the turn back in is just freaking beautiful from Zinie, and his team wipes Dignitas. They're gonna be able to grab the Baron afterwards as well, and that might put a wrap on game number 2 to push us to a critical 3.
Zinie! Vamos that. Can I go top? Yeah, okay.
Zinie, as now he's alone again. Oh, they just can't stop this guy. Those Weaver's walls are just a battle cry for Shopify to get back in there and turn the play yet again. Ignar's limping away with the Unbreakable Will survive that time, but that's right out of a replay into another Weaver's Wall onto Zinie. And yet again, he's showing, hey, you don't mess with me, man. He's feeling it right now.
Yeah, this angle was too good for the Sylas, and Zinie is really making them regret it. Dignitas trapped inside their own base, being attacked on all sides here by these buffed up cannon minions. And Shopify should be able to whittle down these outer towers.
What was a relatively close game has now exploded. 9,000 gold lead for Shopify Rebellion as Ignar goes for another engage. It's exhaust onto Zeyzal, but Contractz with a re-engage. Cyclone's available, Bvoy dominating. And into the back line goes Zinie! Shopify's mid laner has the Gnar ultimate. He could look to jump further. Not going to go for it this time around. It's just going to be one inhib. Another in the mid lane here, but Shopify Rebellion with the Baron buff will push the wave in. Contractz knocked back by Palafox. First Nexus turret falls. Second inhibitor will follow. Dignitas have a 3-man defense against Shopify Rebellion, but they got no Nexus turrets left. Shopify's mid laner steps up big in game 2. It's a 1-1 series.
Episode number 2 of the Ultimate Grudge match here in this series is the chapter of Zinie. Analyst Des, is Zinie your player of the game or is Zinie your player of the game?